doodle. That's, let's see whether the microphone is actually good. It can't be MasakoX stream without getting the microphone volume wrong. Yeah, yeah, no, cool. Haverok's coming in strong, and yes, the chat is now going up in flames, for a good reason. So, hello everyone. It's time for the next, What If Round Table. And this is something, if this is the first time you've been to it, the What If Round Table is where you guys, if you pledge a super chat, you can have your what if read out by myself and my pal Haverok, who is right here.
Hello.
And we can assess it, and then maybe if it's really good enough, then it's something that really tickles our fancy, which is what happened last week. If you want to check out the stream archive, you can. And it might be considered for a future what if episode. And yeah, no, Pat Percha definitely has got the right message right here. And we actually had a couple before the stream started, so make sure you do it. And also, if you want to send a super chat just in general, just to support the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Especially since YouTube right now is hashtag YT being YT. Like, today's video, barely anyone saw it. And I don't know whether it was about power levels, but it's like, jeez. Either way. And also, let's see if we can get to 100 likes, people. Let's get to 100 likes. We're at 76 right now. So, you know, let's try and get up there. 77, there you go. You people, that's it. You know,
90.
90.
Yeah,
oh, there we go. Hey, that's the ticket. Hey, 120. Yeah. Okay, let's keep pressing that like button, people, because we want to get the algorithm on side for once. And yeah, super chat. If you want to get a what if read, it will stand out. If you want to help contribute to the channel in general, or you can become a member by pressing join, right below, or this little thing right here. Look there. Look for that button, whatever. Okay, let's look at the couple of ones that we've got in the pipeline. And don't worry, if this disappears off the chat box, I have the Streamlabs thing open, so I have access to all of them. But yeah, the first one was Nikki Fox, who donated via Super Chat. Thank you very much, Nikki. What if Gohan trained with Vegeta after the Cell games? Please. I mean, lol. So basically, if Gohan decided to really embrace the fact that he was now the defender of Earth and train with Vegeta, I think this could be pretty interesting, because this is something that would keep Gohan in a fighting spirit, but also it might improve Vegeta's morale, because Vegeta kind of just went off the deep end after the Cell games. He had no desire to train at all.
Yeah, you know what? No Imagine Vegeta, possibly in Saga, right?
Oh, that's very true, Nikki. That's definitely a thing. That is absolutely true. It's essentially no Margin Vegeta, potentially. That resentment could be gone. He'd be like, ah, well, while you were away, Kakarot, I got myself a new pupil. Haha, it's your son. Haha. So, yeah, no, definitely something.
It's like you, but smarter.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of true. Yeah, so damn it, Kakarot. Damn it, Kakarot, take the insult. Never. Okay, Sean Diva. What if Zamasu switched bodies with Jiren instead of Goku? Jiren Black. We'd have a more interesting character.
Which one?
Absolute. I wish to attain absolute justice.
I mean, could you imagine Jiren in Goku Black's clothes, or Zamasu's robes?
Or Zamasu in Pride Trooper uniform.
Oh my god, no.
Seriously, he's all about justice. You know? Zamasu
what
and...
if Zamasu was a Pride Trooper?
Yeah, if somebody can draw Zamasu in the Pride Trooper thing, send it to my Twitter. I'll somehow get it up on the stream. So, yeah, we'll see if we can do that. Someone can just doodle it, because we need to see that, because it's just justice. I was actually at a hotel for AX, and they had a thing called Justice Potatoes at the breakfast buffet. I took a picture. I giggled. Justice Potato! But anyway, that's we're getting sidetracked here with potatoes. But we've had a lot of members, people joining to become a member of the channel. So you can definitely do that, and thank you very much. The next one was Papracha. What if Bulma, I think that was that, got a wish for a boyfriend and wished Kid Vegeta to Earth? Oh, so basically,
I like this one. It's kind of funny.
I've seen this happen before, and it'd be like, this is Teen Vegeta. It's like he'd be technically gone from Frieza. It'd be like, he wouldn't know what to do, but would he go with it? I mean, technically he'd have been freed.
Woman, explain.
I just wanted the perfect boyfriend. What? Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's sweet. Really? Brian Drummond. Really? But no, that'd be kind of interesting, because like Kid Vegeta to Earth. So Vegeta at like roughly 16 years old. Teen Vegeta. Oh my god, would he be as short as Gohan? Maybe even shorter, jeez. Okay.
He'll be going through his rebellious phase.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's not a phase, Dad! It's not a phase, Lord Frieza! This haircut is my life! Okay, Austin Garcia. What if Frog Ginyu took over Super Saiyan Goku before the wish was made? So... Well, the thing was, though, Frog Ginyu could only make the wish when Bulma gave him that stupid voice box. That's the only reason he could make that wish. Because, frogs don't have vocal cords. So, it was just Bulma wanting to make a gadget for the sake of making a gadget. Pretty much.
Yeah, and didn't Xenoverse toyed with, a similar concept?
Oh, most likely it's Xenoverse. Of course they would.
Yeah. I think I'm remembering something like this.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Mr. Leon says, what if Saiyans never existed? Frieza would be very bored. Now, that's long and the short of it is, really. If Saiyans never existed, then Yamoshi wouldn't have existed. The Super Saiyan God wouldn't have existed. There'd be a lot of things that would have just gone like, oh. I mean, yeah, it's like, Earth would have just had its own thing. Majin Buu would have just eventually shown up. Yeah. It'd have been very dull. Mr. Satan would have been the undisputed world champion. And yeah, I guess just Buu. Buu is the only one. Because
Tuffles will still be around.
Tuffles will still be around, yeah. But not really having the impetus to defend themselves. They'd just become their own peaceful utopia.
I mean, toothpaste machine mutants. Come on, they would have all of those.
Okay, that's fair. Alright, okay. Nitrex2525. We got a lot coming in, and we got some really big donations, and just for the sake of it, thank you so much, but we will get through them. We got a lot, so let's pick up the pace. What if Goku was born the legendary Super Saiyan? Well, technically, he was called the legendary Super Saiyan. Smokey, what do you think? You got a cat. Come on, Smokes, come up. No, he just want to have his own opinion, that's all. Alright, well, he was the legendary Super Saiyan according to Vegeta. So, I mean,
the list of candidates is pretty long.
Yeah, I even made a discussion about this ages ago, definitely.
Yeah.
But, Pokemon Master 2101, what if Vegeta was sent to Earth instead of Goku? That's Dragon Ball Sai. I know people have asked me to make a video about Dragon Ball Sai. I will get round to it. And that, if you don't know what that is a fan manga from way back in the day that had Vegeta as the person being sent to Earth instead of Goku. And just the roles were reversed. So, I would recommend that. So that would answer your question. But thank you very much for the super chat anyway. Corey Peters. Oh, wow. Okay. What if Bulla was born first in the main timeline? Future Bulla. Pretty much. Or Future Bra. Pretty much.
That's kind of interesting.
Either that or they just send Future Gohan. But Bra would be trained.
I think she would go. I think they would, like, she would go there. She would be better trained. And
yeah. No, she provide great support. Anyway.
Yeah, that's something we could think about.
Whoosh. Okay. Dark Fantasy Gamer HD. What if Goku married Android 18 instead of Chichi? I think we had this last week, and basically, I don't think that would happen because 18 at that time has great resentment towards Goku. because just the after effects of the mission to eliminate Son Goku, she didn't really talk to him prior to Super. It took a long time for her to get over it.
Yeah, like they became casual during Tournament of Power. This is the moment when they kind of she started to tolerate him. Like, she tried to pretend like he doesn't exist, basically, after the whole thing.
Oh yeah, precisely.
So...
Okay.
I don't think that would happen, really.
Alright. Okay, I think we caught up. Yes, we caught up. Cool. George J says, and this was one of the first big ones. Thank you very much. And A Cassis, thank you very much for your just general donation. Firstly, I really love the third installment of What If Goku Defeated Roshi. Also, have you ever given thought to a what if Kui, Zarbon, or Dodoria turned good? Oh, that'd be a lightning round, because I think if any Frieza minion turned good, they would not live long. Unless they got that
Kui love. You guys love Kui.
That Kui, though. That Kui, though. That Kui, though, definitely. Yeah,
well,
but... Oh, yeah, no, go on.
Yeah. We have something with Kui in mind, but...
Yes, because of the comic platypus, his suggestion. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. I think we got something in the works there, definitely.
Yeah, with Kui, so...
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that. Okay, Starbird Triple X. What if the fusion dance was a thing in the Cell Saga? So, like, King Kai would have just gone, by the way, Goku, I got this thing called Memory Fusion. It's pretty trippy stuff. I think you might like it. So you'd just be basically just kind of just going like, yeah, just doing it for the lulz, pretty much. But I would say, so would Goku fuse with Gohan, and would they go Super Saiyan 2?
I think we could get Tranjita.
Tranjita, Vegetunks, I think, because that's
Vegetunks.
Vegetunks. No, that's the Potara fusion. The Potara fusion is Vegetunks. Trajita, probably.
Trajita. Yeah,
Trajita. Well, okay.
Because, all that size difference stuff.
No, absolutely. Oh, Victor Bryce coming in with a $20 super chat. You get to jump up, sir. Thank you so much. What's the best way to get a large-scale draft what if to you? Like one that's pre-written, but from the point of view you're free to add or alter it. Victor, that's a very good question. You can go to my subreddit, r/MasakoX. Hey, Smokes. Passing by Cat Bite there. We'll just go hang out there. He wants to go outside a lot. He's been chasing frogs at the moment. Guinea's trying to attack me. He's found me. Toei sent him. Like, have you ever heard of a... Guys, have you ever heard of a frog screaming? It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to hear one. This guy, though. This guy's just chasing frogs. Okay. Sorry if I may have missed some of the what-ifs. I got on my Streamlabs thing. It just suddenly deleted loads of them. But just tag me at MasakoX just in case if I missed it. In the chat. If you send a super chat, just tag me in the chat just to make sure that means we can get to it. Okay. Right, let's get caught up. What if Goku became immortal on Namek? So what if they just gave Goku the wish? Like they just kind of just go like, let's make Goku immortal. It'd be almost like my what if Vegeta never turned good just with Goku. He'd have the Zenkai boosts, he'd have all sorts of stuff.
I think he would go depressed. Because all the risk would go away.
Yeah, no, exactly. Definitely.
Oh my, and imagine Goku Black then. That would be a natural thing to steal this.
And also, there'd be no flaws or anything like that. Okay, we got to catch up on the what if. So I asked Dave asked, what if humans had Zenkai Boost too? Well, we'd have a more equal playing field, and I think we'd have a much more entertaining show, and the Earthlings would actually be doing stuff. So I think that would be definitely a benefit. That's something to consider. Persian for sure. What if 17 and 18 never turned good? Well, if they just remained teenage delinquents, that would not be that would be a bad time. definitely.
Future Trunks timeline, basically.
Yeah, Future Trunks timeline. That history of Trunks. EH, what if Frieza was your cat? He'd never be satisfied. Slightly used boy. What if the Super Saiyan transformation didn't exist? Frieza would have offed Goku. Goku would have been done. Unless he tried Kaioken times 50. And he probably would have been then torn to bits. What if Turles turned good? That is definitely something to consider, but maybe if we do like a movie what if or something like that. Okay. What if Goku never married? He'd have more time for training. What if the Goku Heart's medicine didn't work? History of Trunks. What if Goku defeated Majin Vegeta, and what if Goku lost his memory of a Saiyan? Well, I think maybe Boo might not have happened, or Goku would have been around for a little bit longer, or something like that. Oh man, this is like manic to catch up. Okay. Hey! Fume became a member. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Okay.
Welcome.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have to go back to the main list. So my apologies if I did miss it. So my apologies right there. But let's go back to the list. What if Goku? What if Android 20? This is from Ice259. What if Android 21 was kept alive, still had a good cute side, and was part of the Z Fighters in canon? Fan service. Pretty much. Like, she'd be pretty strong. She'd be pretty strong, good insight, and a rivalry between 18 and 21. Give 18 a little mini character arc.
And 21 and Bulma.
Oh yes, that's true. Oh, technology.
Yeah.
Double rivalry. Ooh, interesting. Sicko Mode Koru, what if Yamcha was relevant? That's R&R episode 4, which hopefully will be out in a few days. And also, you can expect the original soundtrack for R&R coming out on Spotify, iTunes in the next couple of days as well. And also, I'll make a video about it. What if Turles turned good? That was Pokemon Master. Papracha, what if Z Broly met Super Broly? Super Broly would be just as confused as everyone else. Like, do you say anything else? Yo. Boss says... Go on, sorry.
That would be a bad bromance.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and he just go, well, Bar says more things than you. And he's just a giant snake mongoose. Something like that. Master Riku, what if Guinea achieved maternal instinct, a variation of ultra instinct? Well, she's Dragon Ball's strongest mama. Probably stronger than 18 would be, because people would go like, but Masako, you forgot about Android 18! Well, Android 18 doesn't exist in this timeline. In that timeline, I think. No, 18 doesn't exist yet. So, you know, that'll be interesting. But she was definitely a snack for Imperfect Cell. Starbird Triple X comes in again. What if Gohan and Goten had been twins? Goten would have been more relevant. Trevor Green says, what if Goku's heart medicine didn't work? Well, oh yeah, no, we already covered that. That's History of Trunks for you. What if Mercenary Tao met Hit? Tao would be gone. Tao would be dead.
Tao would be Hit, basically.
Hey, nice. Okay. Kenny Zelinka has a what if he's working on? Well, do inform us eventually. Chancellor Lord, what if Future Trunks stayed in the past? Relevancy! But I think we would ultimately get bored of him, which is something we do not want to have happen. Okay. Seat Tube, what if New Broly was evil as the original? Well, we'd have had a pointless movie, quite frankly. I think we definitely would have had that.
Well, he wouldn't survive his meeting with Gogeta, that's for sure.
Hey, we got a new member, Futuristic Los Angeles. I've been there. It's pretty nice. But yeah.
You've been the futuristic version?
Yes,
Yeah.
so do join us. The Futuristic Los Angeles. He's now a member. If you want to become a member, join us following that link down below. Right, we got to rattle through these. Jeez, there's so many. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I'm really appreciating this.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Papracha. Oh my god, got so many. Duazul says, what power-up should humans get instead of SS? Now, I think Sailor Sophie has like a thing that's a mixture of potential unlocked in Kaioken and something that Roshi had. I think we'll find a link to it somewhere. And hey, Grant Amelie is another member too. Thank you so much for joining. Cool. Every member helps. Paparazzi, what if Kakarot landed in Capsule Core? He'd be a lot smarter. He'd be well educated, that boy. But oh, that's actually interesting, because if he never got that bump on the... No, he would have gotten that bump on the noggin. A spanner would have hit him on the head. I think so.
Yeah, most definitely.
Dark Fantasy Gamer, what if Guinea and Bardock went with Goku to Earth? Happy family! Well...
Less happy Earth.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh dear. Less happy, but still happy. Hopefully. Sicko Mode Code, what if Yamcha is relevant? Yep, we got that. EC Cons, thank you so much for that, by the way. What if Bra was in the future timeline 1 year younger than Trunks? She goes back in time, and she has to navigate the Cell Saga uncertain that she'll be born. Oh, okay, so a bit more stakes right here. Ah, here we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Haverok. Yeah, what if Krillin had a power-up? This was done by Sophie B. Powerhouse, so do check out that link after the stream. And we can give that a cheeky plug, because it's a very interesting thing. It's a very interesting story, and it's a very good what-if alternate universe. And Roberto Benitez, thank you very much for joining as another member. Thank you. We're getting loads of members. That's great. Awesome. Okay. 1 year younger after Trunks. I think that EC Cones, that would be a really nice kind of moment of peril to, like, you know, see what, you know, might happen had... Oh, you were going to say something?
No. Continue.
Well, pretty much it's just like, that's kind of its own little subplot, because that's just a perilous thing. So I think that could be extra tension. James Levy, what if Tenshin Han was relevant? Well, he wouldn't be as serious. We need to have a serious character in the show.
And besides, that's our what if Goku beat Roshi.
Yeah, pretty much. If you watch the What If Goku Defeated Roshi, if YouTube allows you to, then you get to see a Tenshin Han who is actually, you know, sociable. Kami told him that. And
it might spin off into another what if someday.
Might
wink,
do.
wink.
Yeah. Ultimately, hi Masako, what if Goku found out he offed Grandpa Gohan immediately after the Pilaf arc ended instead of in the middle of fighting Vegeta and DBZ? Oh.
Lots of trauma.
Yeah, he probably would have stopped fighting, or he probably would have asked to have his tail cut off much sooner. I think so. Firebrown128, what if Goku became the Guardian of Earth? It'd be a stronger Guardian of Earth, but Goku would be bored. Because Goku, that's not something he'd do. He'd be absolutely bored out of his mind. And also, Dragon Balls. I don't think you can make Dragon Balls unless you're a Namekian. So the Dragon Balls may disappear.
I mean, they would still be connected to Kami, right? Kami wouldn't go anywhere. Like,
yeah.
Could go to vacations. So.
True. Oh, so like a temporary guardian almost. Okay.
I mean, not really temporary, but think about it. Like Kami would pass the title, and I don't think he would pass away immediately. You know.
No, that's true. Namekians do live for a very long time. I think Piccolo is still around in the time of Dragon Ball Online, and that's like nearly 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
Or it's 200 years roughly in the future.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Piccolo's still around. He hasn't aged at all.
For sure, Namek has the same elder as it did after the Guru died.
Yeah.
Mori, right? It was his name.
Yeah, Mori. Yeah.
Yeah, so Mori is still
Yeah.
elder Namekian of.
Okay, Dennis McCann. What if King Piccolo was forced out of necessity to rejoin with Kami in order to prevent a team of rogue Jiro androids from destroying the Earth? How would the fusion affect events down the line? Well, we would have had the nameless Namekian back again, and I think he would have been ultimately stronger and benevolent. Maybe not as benevolent as Kami, but strong. Very strong. Like, much stronger than, you would think. Curtis Coolin? What if Tal got Jiro upgrades? He'd be even more of a jerk, pretty much. But if he was able to find Dr. Jiro, I mean, he could have easily done so. Like, yeah, the Red Ribbon Army.
It's a pretty interesting idea to place him somewhere. Maybe not as a focus of What If, but like a supporting villain.
Yeah. Make a note of that. And thank you, Curtis. Emmanuel Reed, wow, $20. Thank you so much, by the way. What if no one could fly? We'd have a lot more cars. And,
we would have a much more grounded story.
Hey! There it is. Very good. I see what you did there. Okay. Revolt Lars Wolfblade. What if instead of having a Saiyan transformation, Goku has a stand like in the JoJo universe? What's the song, though? Food. Oh, I know. I summon food, glorious food! From Oliver Twist. Oh, no, it'd be glorious food! Pretty much like that. That's the stand. That's the stand. And in Fighters, it does remind me of, like, Hit goes, "This is the stand." And it's like, it makes even more sense because Hit is Jotaro. In fact, I actually, I saw in London a place around the South Bank called Oh My Dog. So you can see it right there. And it just reminded me of the Flash animation from back in the day of like Joseph Joestar going, "Yo, Jotaro! Yo, Jotaro!" And then just, "Oh my god!" It just reminded me of that. Little tangent, my apologies. Okay. Okay. I would say glorious food. Again, if you want to do a stand image, just send it to the Twitter. What if Unborn Pan Paparacha? What if Unborn Pan received the Super Saiyan God powers instead of Goku? They would say, that's a funny one. That is funny. But basically, Whis would just go, "Oh my. Lord Beerus, you might have to wait a few months." It's like, or more likely a couple of decades. What? You're asking me to wait another couple of decades, Whis? I'm not going to bed for just 20 years. If I'm going to be waiting, if I'm going to have to go back to bed, I want to go back to bed for at least a damn century. And they'd just be bickering, and then Whis would just take him home.
Listen, wouldn't Videl have some of this power channel? Like suddenly, Videl with red hair and
Super Saiyan Videl confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the thing. Thank you, Super, for making something already confusing even more so. Okay, Mr. Leon, what if the Earthlings got all non-Saiyan specific power-ups? Unlock potential Elder Karma or Ultra Instinct God Key. We did discuss this in today's video. Like, do you always need to have a what if, like a power, everyone having the same one? People can have their own variation. Like, go Super Saiyan Rage, go with Ultra Instinct, go with Ultimate, all that kind of stuff. So, that's definitely something we discussed in today's video, if you did watch it. Abridged Goku. Do you like muffins? Yes, I do. So, there you go. Ghost Kaiser. What if Guinea got to Earth and not Radix in Z? Oh, so okay. That means it would have been Guinea trying to convince Kakarot, Goku, to join. But would she, though? Would she actually toe the line? And also, would she have been... That's actually a good... That's interesting. So if she somehow survived, and she was sent off to go and be like an errand person. Okay. That's interesting.
I mean, she could do that for his safety because if you're not gonna convince him, we would have we have to off him. We cannot have a Saiyan running without the supervision of Prince Vegeta, basically.
No, definitely. Fumei, what if Beerus woke up during the Boo saga? Well, Boo wouldn't have been the one to blow up the planet. That's all I'll say about that one. Scott Baker, what if King Vegeta survived? Well, he wouldn't have a planet to rule, and he probably would have asphyxiated in space. But that is to say, if Planet Vegeta survived. But if King Vegeta somehow survived, he would probably have to go underground. There's no way that he could have survived and just been continuing doing what he does, quite frankly. He needs to, he would have needed to go underground. Sonic Underground. Quite frankly.
Well, hairstyles are similar.
That's true. Austin, what if Gohan obtained God Ki and applied it to his mystic transformation? It's kind of similar to what we got in the What If Future Gohan survived. Like, he gets Super Saiyan God. But it would be interesting to see whether it's actually possible. The Elder Kai would say, what are you talking about? Of course you can't do it. And because he would say, no, I don't want this to supersede my transformation that I gave him. And hey, Master Riku has joined as a member. Welcome to the fold. Okay, also, by the way, do check the card up there. We do have brand new merch of Ranch posters. So if you do like Ranch, get ready, show your support, and all that's as well as shirts, all that kind of stuff. So I just thought I'd point that out there. So check the card up top here, and you can get hooked up. Brand new merch, and we'll have a couple of shirts coming soon. Okay. Kenny Zelinka, I call it DBZ, a different present. It's what if Goku didn't get the heart virus, but future Trunks is still involved and gives him the heart medicine. Oh, okay. So that's the thing. That's what Kenny Zelinka said earlier. So it's what if Goku didn't get the heart virus, but future Trunks is still involved and gives him the heart medicine. So it's like, if Goku didn't get the heart virus, in theory, he would have been very lucky on Yardrat or being in space. I think not much sort of different would have happened, except Goku would have just been around the entire time. That's what I think. But, good luck, and I'll look for it after the stream. Thank you very much, Kenny. The Ronin, what if future Gohan went back instead of future Trunks? I think it would have been a little bit more awkward, and also I think Trunks needed that for their character development. There wouldn't have been that interesting peril, and also we probably would have had that paradox that we got with Super with Trunks and Trunks. So I think this made it a little less complicated, I think. Yeah. And
definitely no perfect cell like Gohan with Vegeta.
No, that's true. Starbird Triple X says, what if Dragon Ball Heroes foes like Toa and Mira were canon? You've got Xenoverse, isn't that enough? But honestly, Toa and Mira are going to show up in the main canon eventually.
Yeah.
It's destiny. It's going to happen. Timothy Rohn...
They put them everywhere.
Oh, of course. Everywhere except the main timeline. It's inevitable. Timothy Rohn also became Earth's Guardian, so... there you go. We managed to get that caught up with. What if Vegeta defeated Goku during their first fight in the Saiyan Saga? Oh. Well, then, I think maybe Vegeta would have stuck around on Earth and became its ruler. Like, he'd just go, why would I go back? he'd have destroyed the Scouter. They wouldn't have known. They wouldn't have gone down to Podunk Earth. Vegeta would have just gone rogue. But, because he'd have the Dragon Balls. He'd have the Dragon Balls, he'd just wait around for a little bit longer, and then he would just get his wish of immortality. Boom. That is unless...
He would try to go for Frieza, like, a few times. He would get the Zenkai boosts, and he would, like, have few fights until he would got up. Maybe
every time, eventually, he would just go like, huh, I'll get you eventually. Hey, Frieza, can you just blast me through the heart one more time? Oh, thank you. He'd be wanting. He'd be like, yes, Frieza, harder. Caleb Morse. What if Radix was Alright, there we go. Can you hear me now, mate? Can you hear me now? Alright, sound's back. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we gotta get Haverok back. Hello!
Hello,
There we go.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I just need to X out. Sorry about that, everyone. Technical difficulties. My DAC just crapped out on me. So, sorry about that. Right. Logan R. What if Frieza grew up without King Cold? And what I was saying is, what if Goku was actually a good driver? There'd be no hope for us all. None of the roads would have been safe. And what if Frieza grew up without King Cold? He probably would have been even more ruthless than he is. Quite frankly. He'd have been absolutely relentless. Pokemon Master 2101. What if Tarbell was in the Saiyan Saga? He'd have probably just been like, brother, I can help you with this. And it's like, and then Vegeta would say, go and wait back in the pod, Tarbell. Or maybe he'd have been like the, he'd have been kind of like the one who's kind of like the spy. He's so weak that no one suspects him. He'd have brought everyone down from behind without anyone noticing. That is something could happen. Master Riku, what if Prince Vegeta's younger brother was sent to Earth? Tarbell? He'd have just been like, Goku? Apparently you have to join us. Can you please? No. Oh, okay. They say, brother, he didn't want to join. Yeah, sorry about that. It'd have just been a bit of a pushover, quite frankly. Timothy Ron again. What if Saiyans lived as long as Namekians? Goku would be happy. He'd get to train for longer. But the question is, though, would the aging process be any different? So that'd be interesting. Either that, if it was the same age as Namekians, then Goku would have been fully a grown adult size at the age of 3.
Also, think about that, guys. How many Saiyans actually live up to their old age?
Yeah, exactly. It's rare to get a Saiyan that lives past the age of 40. That's rare. Like, you know, you're lucky. Chancellor, what if Gohan was a girl, or if Goku had a daughter instead? I think he would still, I think Goku would still train them. Just Chichi would just be more determined to, you know, to have him not do it. But I think being around a martial artist and seeing that power, I think the same thing would have happened anyway. Grant Amelie, what if there was no Super Saiyan power? Frieza, again, would have probably offed Goku had Kaioken Tom's 50 not been possible, pretty much. Isaiah Frazier, in R&R, is there lingering animosity between Chichi and Raditz since first his arrival and the immediate consequences would have caused trauma for her personally? I think by the time we get to R&R, I think that's pretty much over. Like, I get the feeling that, yeah, it's all under the bridge now, because everything's so much better. And Raditz would have redeemed himself, so I think there's no issue. The only resentment between those two is because Chi-Chi just thinks that Raditz is irresponsible sometimes. And a bit, you know, a bit, like, over the top, pretty much. That's the only thing I could imagine. Darian Brooks, what if Gohan went with Goku to Yard Rat? They would both know instant transmission. So maybe there might have been like an instant transmission, quick thinking. Maybe Cell would have not been taken out. Goku, King Kai might have actually kept his planet.
And for sure he would be sneak out easier for study. While studying.
Oh yeah, exactly. Chichi would never know. Okay. Duskbringer. What if Garlic Jr. would have turned good? But there is no Garlic Jr. Moving on. Grant Amelie. What if Goku was found by the Red Ribbon Army? Well, he would have been a baby at the time, so I don't know. It probably would have palmed him off to Android 16, maybe, or whoever his counterpart was. Yeah, his human counterpart. Yeah, you get Android 16 human with this baby Goku. I have conflicted feelings right now. Why does this feel oddly familiar? Okay. Infinity Wolf. Wow, okay. That 50, wow, cool. Thank you so much. And they actually had another one, which was saying, what if Cell had Broly DNA? Oh, then you just have Cell raging saying Kakarot. And they also say, just something to think about, if Goten and Trunks were able to freely switch between levels of Super Saiyan at an early age after their fathers turned Super Saiyans, how strong could Bulla be since she was born after Vegeta achieved SSGSS? Oh, bit of God Key in her. That's true. It all depends on the sensibility. It depends whether Bulla wants to. But a potential, absolutely immense. But yeah, Infinity Wolf, thank you so much, by the way. Thank you.
Potentially, if, that's that whole Z-cells theory or S-cells is true, then Bulla has the greatest potential.
Oh, yeah, of course. Bulla and Pan, definitely. But Bulla slightly more.
Yeah.
What if Chichi trained us under Master Roshi, Dark Snake X? People will probably think, oh, Roshi would have tried to have his way. But I don't think he would do that. I think that if he's got a pupil, I think Roshi would actually act really maturely. I think he would actually be responsible. And that's what I did for the what if Goku was female. Like, as far as he's concerned, Chichi is his pupil, and has to act responsibly. But I think it would be one of those things, as soon as she became a pupil, he would just immediately go like, right, I see that you're my pupil. You must do what I say and do what I have to do. So, he'd be responsible until they stopped training. Then it would just go back to normal. Shadow7871, how about tournament hell for all the what if characters? Oh, I'd love to do that. And we do have an idea that has been put on the back burner from last year. But if we can get that to work again, that could be interesting. Green Weird Girl, what if Radix got his glorious hair chopped? Why would you even say that? Like, Radix would just be a whole... Radix would lose his strength, and I don't know. He'd be just... He wouldn't be the same.
You would make Kevin really sad.
Yeah, Kevin would be really sad. He'd lose his groove. Austin says, what if Gohan learned God Key and applied it to his mystic transformation? I think somebody asked this before, but I think it's maybe possible, but maybe you just have you'd have the God aura along with the ultimate, just the bang is down and the black hair maybe. So it'd be like a splice between the two. Dave says, as humans and Saiyans can interbreed, what if they were both branches of a common ancestor? So basically humanoids. I mean, it's possible. There's very little known about, Saiyan history prior to a certain time. So, oh, by the way, Podo, if you sent me something, if I didn't see it, then just tag me and I'll look out for it. And Haverok, can you look out for Podo in the chat?
Yeah.
And for their what if, just to make sure. Okay, right. So we'll once you get it, just let me know. Okay, what? Master Riku says, should I come up with a detailed explanation of maternal instinct? Yeah, do. Send it to the Twitter or send it to my Reddit r/MasakoX. I'd like to read it. EC Cones, what if Bra's blue hair is just a result of Super Saiyan Blue? Oh, don't muddle the Briefs family hairdo even more. Oh,
I found Podo's thing.
Oh, did you? Cool.
What if King Piccolo turned good?
Oh, what if King Piccolo turned good? Okay.
That's interesting. The question, how would it happen?
What would make him turn good? Like, there'd have to be some kind of thing that would make him turn good. Unless it was a way that Kami somehow was able to telepathically control him. Or, like, somehow rejig his brain.
Or they would switch.
Switch what?
Evil Kami good.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, that's intriguing. But yeah, hope that answered your question, Podo. Flame Lord Echo, what if both Raditz and Nappa turned good? We'd have two very long what ifs. definitely. And Master Riku became a member. Thank you so much, by the way. Sorry if I didn't see it. There's so many things to unpack right now. Jeez, but it's good.
You guys are amazing. Yeah.
You guys, we really appreciate it. No, absolutely so. It's just we just want to make sure that we get through all of them as much as possible. It really helps out. Okay. Robert Hayes, let's get nuts. Why not? What if Gohan were a character in a game like Street Fighter or Tekken? I would say he'd probably be a very calculating guy. Probably not the strongest, but he'd probably be the most... have the most technical techniques. And Cameron Heaton, thank you so much for joining as a member. Yay! More members. Yay, awesome. Check out the tiering system and see if that's up to your liking, because we now have different levels. Or if you want to go to Patreon, patreon.com/MasakoX, you can always go there. I think, Gohan in Tekken Street Fighter, he'd be a very technical fighter. But I think once you got him down, I think he'd be one of those things that his like ultimate attack would be really strong. But the rest of them, maybe not so much. Okay. Paparazzo again. What if Bulma sent main Townline Trunks back with heart medicine to continue the cycle? Okay. Oh, present Trunks, right. So, So what? Like, just built a time machine and then just sent Trunks to our Trunks to a different past. Dylan?
To save even more timelines.
Okay. It's like a tradition almost. Like, every single Trunks at the age of 17 has to go and save a timeline. If you don't, that's the part of the Trunks hazing process. And by the way, Dylan, if you want to become a member, just look down below. You look for this button that says join, click it, and follow the instructions. Okay.
No, present Trunks could be strong enough to take the androids on his own at this point.
Maybe I think Super Saiyan Trunks could do it, especially if they had Gotenks. Yeah, no, definitely. Dennis McCann, what if Goku had enough time to teach Vegeta the Kaioken while on Namek? They'd have to have a lot of time. They'd have to have days, or at least days, and even then, Vegeta probably would have only been able to learn, maybe just base Kaioken times 2. It really depends, but I don't think you'd have enough time. But if they did have enough time, I think Vegeta would learn it and then use it well enough to then just destroy Goku and then perfect it from there and make it his own. Cameron, do Guinea and Nappa have tails? They do. They do indeed have tails. Dark Snake X5, Waska, what if Chichi trained under Master Roshi? I think we had this before. But again, I would say that Chichi would actually take it seriously and Roshi would actually embrace it. And not embrace her. The other white nerd, what if Saiyans regrew their tails in Otherworld? So, okay, so basically, if they got to keep their body, but it was kind of refreshed, that'd be interesting. Toonkeeper13, thank you, you are now a new member. Yay, welcome, welcome. Member hype! Okay, what, grew their tails? I think it would make sense, if they basically just reset their bodies and stuff like that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that they don't.
Okay, cool. And Kenny Zelinka says, Deviant Art page is Super Vegito 9000. I will search for that in a tab. Hey, got it. Cool. I'll save the tab and make a note of it. Okay, Sky Young Game 88. What if Goku wished back the Saiyans? Would he though? I think he'd only do it if he's thinking that he's trying to do Vegeta a favor, going there you go, Vegeta, I saved your world, and then Vegeta would probably not want that to happen. He'd be like, you fool! Why would you want to do that?
And Goku, no, I only revived only the good ones. Hi, Mom.
The only one.
Yeah, there's Guinea.
Yeah, just Guinea. It's like, hi, son. I have this planet to myself. Does that make me queen? Oh dear. Okay. Nick Wolf. What if Piccolo had to fuse with Demon King Piccolo and slowly turned evil as a result? I think Piccolo would have a strong enough character and will to temper King Piccolo. He'd definitely be a nagging voice in the inside his head, definitely.
Yeah. There is a game that handled with this, but I don't remember. It wasn't Xenoverse. I don't remember what was it that made basically that, like Piccolo with King Piccolo.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting. It's definitely something to think about, but I think Piccolo has enough will to resist. So I think he would have just enough. Okay. Mr. Leon says, what if Mutaito lived through the Mafuba? I think probably Roshi would have continued to train. He'd probably be slightly stronger. I think so.
And Goku would train under Mutaito in present for sure. Like,
oh yeah, under the pair of them. Yeah, no, definitely. He'd train with Roshi first, and then Roshi would take him to Mutaito to train even more.
I think Mutaito would make sure that Goku won't forget the Mafuba.
Yes. And, like, yeah, it basically said, take the ruddy talisman, Goku. I think he would, yeah, no, you're definitely right. Anime Guy 01, what if Chichi continued fighting after DB? We'd have a much more understanding mother when it comes to Son Gohan. I think that's pretty much what you could say. Isaiah Frazier, what if Raditz deemed Earth valuable due to the ability to breed with humans, and from that point found another means to get Goku and Gohan to join him? Well, he did come to that conclusion. He did find the whole idea of Saiyan hybrids fascinating. He'd never seen it before. It's just, he probably would have just thought, well, do I just go and just tell Frieza about this? He could have done that. He's go like, ah, well, oh well, what can you do? Oh well, brother, toodles, see you around, wink. And then he would have just, gone, pretty much. So, he'd have just trying to get brownie points with Frieza. That could be something. Brick Talcracy, what if the Saiyans successfully assassinated Frieza before the destruction of planet Vegeta? Hinted at the Broly movie with the snipers.
Well, not with the snipers, but...
No, not with the snipers, but... If somehow Bardock became the legendary Super Saiyan, even then, with a power level of 10,000...
Or if Bardock trained Broly for this task.
What if Bardock trained Broly? So somehow Bardock survived, or he got off the planet, or something like...
Teams up with Paragus and Broly.
Yeah, because Bardock particularly doesn't care for for King Vegeta.
But he hates Frieza's.
Oh yeah.
That's...
Well, I don't think Paragus really cares about Frieza. He's just like, whatever. I hate King Vegeta more. Like, Frieza doesn't matter. Like,
I still think Bardock could beat Paragus, so he could...
Oh no, he
like,
would.
He could
No, but Bardock has a power level of 10,000. Paragus is about like 4.5, maybe 5 in his prime.
And I think he wouldn't like the way, the color thing, and I think Bardock could, became adoptive father for Broly and just...
Yeah, I think, Bardock would have probably controlled Broly more. Definitely. Okay. What if Roshi wished for his youth before Raditz? So basically, Roshi asked to be young again. Well, I think at this point, after 300 years, he doesn't necessarily want to be young. He's already got eternal life. He can still move around just fine. He doesn't need to be younger. There's no point, and it's a wasted wish. So, I do see where you're going with that, but I just don't think that's necessary. And Codus Coolant, what if Roshi never retired? Well, he never really retired. He just didn't have anyone to train. If somebody came along and wanted to be trained, he could do it. And mainly, most of his training was more kind of like mental preparation. That kind of stuff. But he could definitely train. He can fight. So, he's just lazy. Kame House, it's just, it sends off good vibes. You just don't want that. You can really chill. And Podo had that thing right there, so we got that covered. A Cassis. By the way, we're actually going to start wrapping things up now. So, we got a few what ifs to go through. So, I think we won't go through any more what ifs today. So, thank you so much. If you want to send a super chat, you can, but there's no guarantee we'll go through it tonight. But yeah, thank you so much, because we got like another dozen to go through. Okay. So, A Cassis. Frieza doesn't blow Planet Vegeta up. What happens? Maybe King Veggie sent him a very nice gift basket with some wine that day. Who knows? How would this affect Goku and Vegeta? It would become a decree that all Saiyans had to drink wine. And if you didn't, then you're a traitor.
And Frieza Day.
Frieza Day. Yeah, you had to drink a glass of wine on Frieza Day, or else, you know, or else.
This is the day when our Lord and Savior Frieza decided to not blow up the planet.
Yeah, exactly.
While he could.
Yeah, no, there you go. Okay. Narix Velar, hey Masako, what if Goku's pod landed at the Brief's house? Again, we'd have a smarter Goku. Anthony Brown, what if Goku's heart virus was hereditary? Ooh, ow. Oh, Anthony. Oh.
Heavy stuff.
Oh, so what if the heart virus, it was just in Goku all along? Ooh, ow. Make a note of that. That could be that could be for a lightning round.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Cameron Heaton says, do Nappa and Guinea have tails? They do. Mark Galvin, what if Android 16 was restored, rebuilt?
Fighters,
pretty much. But technically, I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible because his soul, that data, that little that kind of card that you see the light go out of, that was his soul. That's pretty much like, that's it. If there was some way to be able to pick it up and it wasn't destroyed in all the crossfire, then it'd be a minor miracle, pretty much.
That's maybe there's a backup in the rubble of Jiro's lab.
Maybe. It may be down in the sub-lab, but well, no, the sub-lab was destroyed. Like, everything was destroyed. It'd be... Let's just say, you'd have to be darn lucky for that to happen.
Yeah.
What if Goku and Chichi met early? Well...
How early?
How early? They met pretty early.
As the letters?
They met pretty early, around when Goku was, like, 15. Or, like, 14. So that's pretty... I mean, they met when they're teenagers, so maybe when they met, when they were like itty bitty children. But there was no reason. There was no reason for Goku. He just was living in the forest, doing his own thing. So, what if Android 16 accomplished his mission? Well, I think once Android 16 had completed his mission, he'd be completely docile. In fact, in a future What If we're doing, which is actually an experimental one, it's evolved from one What If to being a completely different What If, because the two main factors of that What If are gone. So I have it, well, Haverok and I have it that 16 is now completely docile and compliant and willing to help people. Yeah. My main directive is now no longer viable or necessary. So I think that's pretty much what would happen. He'd just be completely docile. He'd want to talk about the birds. Logan R, here's a doozy. Logan R says, here's a doozy. A what if eleganza extravaganza. What if Nappa, Vegeta, Radix, and Cell turned good, Guinea went to Earth, and Bardock convinced the Saiyans? Basically, everyone survives. Yeah. Everybody lives! It's like that scene in Doctor Who. Everybody lives! Everyone lives!
Yeah. That would... well, I do not envy the villains in this timeline.
Yeah, King Piccolo, goodbye. I love that thing in the Guinea What If that basically is just like, King Piccolo is just doing his thing. Then Guinea, boom, just just takes him out in like effectively 2 punches. Then she realizes, wow, I'm actually that strong here. Damn. I love that part. That's great.
I thought Namekians were supposed to be farmers. She looks at him beaten up.
Yeah.
You should go back to farming.
Yeah. That's true. Timothy Ron, what if Goku was trained by Master Shen?
Oh, that's interesting. I'm taking a note.
Make a note of that. And Timothy Ron, thank you. Ooh, we'll say, watch this space here. Make a note of that. Jesse Go, what if the heart virus became a plague on Earth? Everyone would die. Everyone would be dead. Because how could you synthesize... They only had enough thing to make 1 dose of that in the future. There'd be not enough time. And it strikes without warning. Like, and you pretty much, if you didn't have it, you'd be gone within hours. There's just not enough time to synthesize it.
I mean, everyone would be kind of heartbroken.
I like puns, but even that was like, oh. Oh, dear. Heartless. Okay. George J. What if Tien never turned good? So basically, if he became Master Shen. Well, I think he would still protect the world from King Piccolo, because it's a bigger evil. But I think afterwards, he would just try and fill in the gap.
I think these two, like this one and What If Goku Was Trained by Master Shen, connect pretty well.
Yeah. No, definitely. No, that's definitely a good point. Kenny Zelinka, it's already got 3 chapters. The 4th is a work in progress. Okay, Kenny, cool. Thanks. I'll be sure to make it a tab. I shall have that as a tab. Toonkeeper 13, become a member. Awesome. Isaiah Fraser, do we ever get to see Launch pulling Radix's tail? Only in the bedroom. That's R&R After Dark, by the way. Anyway, Anime Guy 01, what if Chichi trained with Goku after marriage? I think that'd be a pretty healthy relationship. Because Chichi and Goku, Chichi would get why Goku likes training. So I think there'd be a much better understanding and a less of a disconnect between them. Much more of a connection, as their fists would connect. Okay. Firebrand, thank you very much. When Guinea turned Great Ape, how did she save her clothes? It's a cartoon. And, Wizard did it. Barbady did it. It's Barbady. No, problem solved.
Torybot did it.
Torybot, the almighty Torybot, just basically was just like, no. Okay. Jake the Burge. What if future Vegeta survives instead of Gohan? So what if Vegeta survived in the future timeline? I think he would eventually have gotten strong enough to win against the Iron Droids. So basically, if it was Vegeta training Trunks, that could be interesting.
And I think he could soften up a little bit towards Trunks, like he would.
Yeah, well, he'd have to make sure that he and the boy would survive.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, maybe that could be interesting. It's curious. Dennis McCann, on the subject of Chichi becoming Roshi's pupil, I don't think Roshi would try anything out of respect for his former pupil, the Ox King. That is very true as well. Yep. I would say that Roshi probably wouldn't have done anything anyway, but I think another reason would be the Ox King is much stronger than Roshi. Like, Ox King has a power level of 900, roughly. So yeah, I don't think he'd try anything. And also, yeah. So, no, you're absolutely right there, Dennis. Infinity Wolf again, saying thank you very much again. I find it unsettling that there's a virus that's not even a Super Saiyan can survive. Raising the stakes! That was a great way of raising the stakes. You know, hey, Goku, oh, I don't feel so good. Here you go, have a sensu bean, that'll fix it. Thank you. Oh no, it doesn't work! And you think, oh my god, a sensu bean doesn't work. That was like, oh, okay. You know,
oh my god, some way to put Goku down without resorting to fighting.
Yeah, there you go, exactly. Red Dragon Force, what if Goku met Chichi early? Yep, we managed to get through that. Mr. Leon, what if GT Timeline was a contestant in the TOP? It'd be out before the gong started. Thomas Padson, thank you very much for the super chat, by the way. Master Riku, what if Teen Goku wished for all surviving Saiyans, including his mum Guinea, to become younger without thinking things through? Okay, that's interesting. So, Teen Goku wished for all surviving Saiyans. Well, Goku didn't know that he was a Saiyan until he was 23. So basically, if he had a wish, like... Ooh. I don't think that works. Because Teen Goku wouldn't know about the Saiyans. Unless there was some freak anomaly that Kami told him.
Yeah.
But why would he, though?
A lot of weird circumstances.
A lot of things would have to change. There would have to be, like, you know, my best guess would be that Kami would have to be the one to tell him. But why would he tell him? Like, there's no reason. But that's the most likely solution. But fair, though. Gets you thinking. So, Riku, good point. Gets you thinking. Bagel Blade. What if Raditz came to Earth instead of Goku? I think... Yeah, Raditz would have done the mission. Yeah, he'd have just done the mission, and pretty much it would have been quite boring. Raditz would have just taken out the Earth, and boom. Everything done for Lord Frieza. Problem solved. And finally, Ice259. What if Goten and Android 21 were in future Trunks' timeline because of number 21? Funny age, would Goten make a date joke? Okay. So what if Goten was survived and Android 21 was there? But would Goten and 21 date? I think 21 would say, look, you're a nice kid and all, but you're not my type. As in, you're kind of dumb. So, I think that's pretty much how it would be. Oh, okay. Xia Frieza, I think they elaborated on it. If Teen Goku wished for more people like him, Saiyans, i.e. Saiyans. Actually, I don't think that really elaborates on it enough, but okay, we'll think about it. So, like, if Goku in a time just wished for more Saiyans like him to be around, again, I think that would only be Guinea, because Guinea's the purest Saiyan.
Maybe Broly.
Maybe Broly. Maybe. Maybe it wills Broly to Earth. Maybe. And, okay, we'll round it up. Sorry, Mazik just showed up. Sorry if this was asked. What if before Raditz showed up, Krillin wished for Goku's friends to all have his potential and accidentally making the Z-Fighters and allies to become Saiyans? Well, it is a variation. And, again, we shared a link from Sophie B. Powerhouse. I'll share the link again. Just check out that one. That's a very interesting philosophy and a scenario. So go and check that out. And do subscribe to them. But anyway, we've gone 9 minutes over time. So, again, thank you so much for sending in your what-ifs. And, Zach Lefebvre, hey Masako, what if Super Saiyan never happened? Frieza would have been the be-all and end-all of Z. But with that, this is the end-all of this stream. If you did miss some of it, do catch up with it. You can watch it at your leisure shortly after this. And all we need to say is just for, is to say good night. And hope you have a pleasant evening. And take care, everyone. And hopefully, R&R episode 4 will be out in the next few days. And you'll at least get to have the soundtrack video coming out in the next few days as well. And it's available on Spotify. Support the channel. Check out merch. And become a patron. All that kind of stuff. All it means to say is goodbye. And Haverok. Goodbye. And good night. So, toodles everyone. Take care.